Hi there, welcome back to 10 most commonly asked questions about numerology. So today's question is number 3. What exactly is a heart's desire number? Sometimes referred to the soul urge number. What is that? Let's find out. So the heart's desire number is a person's inner motivation. Now we need to understand that the heart's desire number is the third in the core numbers. Okay, so the first one is a life path number. That holds the most intensity, followed by the expression number. Not feeling this one quite as much as the life path number, but still pretty intense. And next to that would be the heart's desire number. So this one is the third in intensity of what you're going to feel. So it is your inner motivation. It's what you're passionate about, but it's possible that you're not even aware of it. I know a lot of people really aren't quite sure what it is, their purpose is, or what their passion is, or what they really want to do in their lives. This is the number you want to look at. And it's the number that isn't always acknowledged. There's a lot of hype that goes around the life path number, but really when we are looking, especially in compatibility issues, we really need to take a look at the heart's desire numbers to see how compatible a person is. You can't just look at the life path number, contrary to what a lot of the books out there are going to tell you. The life path number, of course, is the lesson number. Okay, the heart's desire number is what we really want out of life. So you can imagine if you have a relationship with someone and you're curious to know, are our life path numbers compatible? I'm going to say, I don't know. It's a possibility that they might be. It's a possibility they might not be. But if your heart's desire numbers are in alignment because you both want the same thing out of life, chances are you can overcome whatever challenges you might face within your life path numbers. Okay, so this is the number that says what you truly aspire to have in your life. It's what you feel. It's what you feel. It's deep down. It's what feeds your soul. Maybe you watched a movie one time and you got really excited about something. You thought, man, I just love to be able to do that. That's a clue, okay? Or maybe you're listening to some music and it kind of speaks to you on a different level. That's another clue. It may be what you're dreaming about. If you remember your dreams, take a look at that. And it can also include some hidden talents that you might not even be aware of, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time to develop those talents a little bit later in your life. Okay, so how do we calculate the heart's desire number? So this is a little different than the expression number. If you watched the earlier video on the expression number, that one was based upon all of the letters in your full birth name. So when we're looking at the heart's desire number, this time we're just going to be looking at the vowels in your birth name. But there is a little bit of a twist to this too that I'll explain here in a second. So when we look at this name here, Anne Jane Smith, it's the same name that I used in the expression number video, we see over here that the only vowel in the first name Anne is an A. We look over to our Pythagorean chart over here, number 1. A vibrates at the number 1, so we're going to eliminate the number 1. Likewise, the name Jane has an A and an E for their vowels. A, of course, is 1, and then we know that the E vibrates at the number 5. Okay, and likewise for Smith, it's a number 9, relating to the I is the vowel. So now we're going to add 1 plus 6 plus 9 equals 16, and 1 and 6 equals 7. So this is a 7 heart's desire number. Now, it's also a 16-7 because it added up to 16. So the 16 says that there's a karmic debt associated here, but that'll be covered in another one of my videos of these top 10 questions. But I just want you to know that the number 7 is what it's adding up to. So this is a heart's desire number of the 7 to keep it really, really basic. But as we dig into a little bit deeper, we do notice that there is a karmic debt here. Okay, now special notes regarding vowels. So there's at least one vowel in each syllable. So when you speak a word, there's going to be one vowel in each syllable. So A, E, I, O, and U are commonly considered the vowels, right? So the Y is sometimes considered a vowel when there's no other vowel in the syllable. So for example, the name Yvonne, okay, the Y sounds like an E. Sylvia, Larry, all three of those would be considered vowels. Okay, the Y's in those names would be considered vowels. So Y is considered a vowel when it is preceded by A, E, I, O, and U and sounded as one. So for example, Hayden, Doyle, Raymond, okay, they all have the vowel of the Y when it's preceded by the other vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. Now W is often referred to as a vowel when preceded by a vowel, okay, and sounded as one. So for example, Bradshaw, Matthew, Lowell, okay, the W in this case would be considered the vowel. Now not all numerologists will observe the Y and the W as a vowel. So There is a little bit of discrepancy there. I follow the teachings of Matthew Oliver Goodwin, and he honored the vowels of the Y and the W, so I do too. But you can look around through the internet and through various books and whatnot, and you might see that other numerologists are not considering this to be a vowel. So, how do heart's desire numbers differ? So we know that there is a commonality that exists between the numbers 1 to 9. So if you've been following along and you've been learning about life path numbers and such, you're beginning to learn how to speak numbers, and that's my goal for you. So in this case, the number 1 heart's desire is somebody who really wishes to be a manager, who needs to express originality, they seek independence, and they're very goal-oriented. So what do we know about the number 1? All of those things, right? Whether it applies to the life path number, whether it applies to the expression number or the heart's desire number, a 1 is a 1 is a 1, okay? So it just depends on where it's applied. So if a 1 was applied to a life path number, this would be something that these people would be learning how to do, learning how to be a manager, learning how to express themselves originally and to be more independent and goal-oriented, okay? If it comes into the expression number, remember the expression number is about your talents and your gifts. So this is somebody who is going to be a good manager, who is going to be able to express themselves originally, and they are going to be very independent and very goal-oriented. But when it comes in the heart's desire number, it might not be something that they actually have, but it's something that they desire to have, okay? Now, when we look at the number 2, we see the number 2 in its common vibration says they value harmony. They're inspiring team players, lover of the arts. Partnership is desired. Remember, the 1 is all about themselves, the 2 is all about partnership. When we look at the 3, this is somebody who needs to express themselves. The 3, doesn't matter where it sits, is always going to be about creativity and self-expression. It's about being a little bit more social, being a writer, a musician, possibly a comedian, anything to do with self-expression. The 4s, what do we know about the 4s? 4 posts into the grounds. These are the organizers. They need a plan, structured lives. Security is very important to them. Work is a huge focus for them, being very traditional, very practical, very grounded. These are the black and white people of the universe. When we look at the 5, we know that the 5s love change. So they like to multitask. They're storytellers. They're travelers. They're very adventurous people. They are the freedom seekers. Doesn't matter where we apply that number, remember? Number 6, always the perfectionists, right? They love home and family and traditions. They're very responsible people. They're nurturers and they are caregivers. The heart's desire of the 7 is somebody who loves time alone. Doesn't matter where the 7 sits. This is always going to reflect somebody who needs time and space by themselves. So they love nature, metaphysical studies. They love to learn and research. They're really big researchers, very intuitive, and they love to specialize in things, especially what relates to what I call the woo-woo world. Can you tell I'm a 7? So we have number 8 is somebody who loves to be the managers. They love to be in charge. They like quality over quantity. They are really good goal setters, achievers, and very competitive. The 9s love to help others. Remember, these guys are the humanitarians. They love to find solutions to things. They love to be the heroes, the givers. They're the lovers of art and music. They are often visionaries and always idealists. The 11s, they love to counsel, right? The 11 is the master number, loves to counsel, has a keen interest in the metaphysical. They're teachers, they're facilitators, they're psychics, intuitives. The 11 is balancing between their desire for independence, which is that double 1, double originality, double leadership, and the 2, okay? And the 2 is all about partnership and patience and diplomacy and being a team player. The 22s, very capable master builders. They are focused on the details because the 22 is also a 4, right? So we know that the 4 is all about the details. Very focused on humanity and creating something that will help humanity on some level. They are the visionaries, and just like the 11s, they are very idealistic. So that gives you an idea of where all of the numbers from 1 to 9 and the 2 master numbers that we explore here relate to the heart's desire number. So what's the difference between the life path number, the expression number, and the heart's desire number? So it's a little bit of a review. The life path number holds the lessons that you agreed to learn. The expression number holds the talents that you chose to bring forward with you to assist you on your life path. And the heart's desire number holds your dreams and your desires for your life. So where can you learn more? Check out my website. I've just added a few new things onto the website. It is AnnPerryNumerologist.com. Check out the resource page. I've actually put in some handouts for you with some calculation sheets that will apply to the life path number, the heart's desire number, and also the expression number. You can check out my YouTube channel, tons of videos on there, all kinds of information. I've got my Facebook group as well, and Perry Numerologist. If you happen to be a Master Number 11, I also have my Master Number 11 portal designed specifically for the growth of the 11s. And you can check out my site now because I've got all kinds of really cool free courses. So you can check that out as well. So what is coming up next? Coming up next, number 4. What is a karmic debt and how do I know if I have one? Everybody wants to know about their karma, right? So this is a really hot topic. So I do look forward to seeing you in video number 4. Thanks so much, guys. Hoping you're having a great day. Bye for now.